Good evening, everyone. I'm Kubrali, and you're watching Awaz News. Tonight, I'll be taking you to top news across Canada. TTC to boost bus, streetcar, subway service on September 1st. Here is a closer look at the changes. Feds file new indictment in Donald Trump January 6th case. Victim asked to meet up through popular dating app, robbed at gunpoint, Hamilton police. Ontario teen dies after falling off 50-meter cliff in popular Metro Vancouver Park. Angelina Jolie to receive special honor at the Toronto International Film Festival. Muggy day in store for Toronto with possible showers later. North York shooting sends man to hospital with critical injuries. These were the headlines, and now let's go through the details. The Toronto Transit Commission is increasing service on its bus, subway, and streetcar networks starting September 1st to encourage more people in the city to return to public transit following a significant ridership drop during the COVID-19 pandemic. Toronto Mayor Oliver Chow made the announcement at a news conference on Tuesday alongside TTC CEO Rick Leary. The TTC says that the changes will restore total service hours to 97% of pre-pandemic levels. At one point during the COVID-19 pandemic, TTC ridership fell to just 15% of 2019 levels. It has gradually recovered in recent years, but is still only at 80 to 85% of where it was in 2019, according to TTC. Chow said the service changes will start as the new school year begins and more people return to in-office work. She said that customers on 16 bus routes will have more room on board and or shorter wait times, while 23 routes will see improved service reliability. The city is also adding 6 new and revised routes to improve customer wayfinding and the better connect key employment, education and retail areas in Northeast Scarborough East, Scarborough and South Etobicoke. The routes will include a new 154 Curran Hall, 185 Shepherd Central and 905 Shepherd Kennedy Express, as well as revisions to the 54 Lawrence East, 80 Queensway and 85 Shepherd West. The TTC said it also plans to restore more than 100 extra scheduled bus trips and make route adjustments to facilitate students boarding at multiple locations surrounding schools. The public transit systems will also launch a year-long pilot program for free transit for grade 7 to 12 student field trips in partnership with the Toronto Public, Catholic, and French school boards. Chow told reporters on Tuesday that subway service on Line 1 Young University will be increased as well starting September 1st in order to address crowding and shorten waits at the busiest times. Trains will arrive every 2 to 3 minutes during weekday morning and afternoon rush hours and every 4 to 5 minutes in the early afternoons and evenings between 7 p.m. and 10 p.m. The new schedules will shorten wait times by the approximately 1 minute, the transit agency said in a news release. The TTC stated it is also expanding overnight streetcar service with more frequent trips on the 312 St. Clair and 300 Carlton routes, as well as introducing a new 303 Kingston Road overnight service, providing more transit options for customers between 1:30 a.m. and 5:30 a.m. daily. The TTC has released a full list of service adjustments on its website. I am incredibly proud of the progress that we have made in rebuilding from the challenges that were posed by the pandemic, and I am confident that ongoing service improvements and our strategic long-term plans will further elevate public transit here in Toronto, Leary told reporters on Tuesday. Special counsel Jack Smith on Tuesday filed a new indictment against Donald Trump that keeps the same criminal charges but narrows the allegations against him following a Supreme Court opinion conferring board immunity on former presidents. The new indictment removes a section of the indictment that dealt with Trump's interactions with Justice Department, an area for which the Supreme Court in a 6-3 opinion said Trump was entitled to immunity from prosecution. Police are searching for 3 suspects who allegedly robbed a victim at gunpoint after arranging to meet them via a dating app. On August 23rd, Hamilton police said the victim received a message through a popular dating app arranging to meet up. Upon arrival, police alleged 3 suspects attacked the victim and held them at gunpoint. Officers said the suspects allegedly stole their phone to make a financial transaction. Police did not disclose how much money was sent. Earlier that same night, police said a second victim was also allegedly attacked by the same suspects. During this incident, police said the suspects randomly met the victim on the street and allegedly forced him at gunpoint as they followed him into his apartment and stole a gaming station. Police have released a surveillance image showing 2 of 3 suspects. Police described the first suspect as a 5'9" with brown hair, with a goatee, and wore a gray sweater, gray pants, and white Crocs. The second suspect is described by police as being 5'8" with brown curly hair and wore gray shorts and white shoes. Officers described the third suspect as 5'8", who was wearing a black jacket and black pants at the time. Investigators ask anyone with information to contact them or Crime Stoppers anonymously. A 17-year-old from Ontario is dead after climbing over a fence and falling off the edge of a cliff in a popular park in North Vancouver, British Columbia. Dwayne Durbin, Assistant Fire Chief with North Vancouver Fire and Rescue, says the boy was in an off-trail area of Lynn Canyon Park when it happened Sunday afternoon. Durbin says there are signs warning people to stay away from dangerous areas, but boy's friends told firefighters that he had climbed over a fence to get a better look at the river canyon and he just got too close to the edge. Durbin says the boy fell onto rocks about 50 meters below the cliff's edge, and a first responder with the fire department found he had no pulse. The teen had been meant to start at the University of British Columbia this fall. Durbin says the area where he fell is completely safe as long as you stay within the areas that are meant to be walked in, and no one should hop over any fencing. People go over and you can see paths on the other side and it looks inviting, like an awesome view, but the dangers that are inherent are just not worth the risk. Angelina Jolie is set to receive a special honor for her humanitarian work at the Toronto International Film Festival. The Oscar-winning actress will be presented with the TIFF Tribute Award in Impact Media at the festival's fundraising gala on September 8. The award celebrates individuals who merge social impact with cinema and was previously given to Spanish director Pedro Almodovar and Indian-American filmmaker Mira Nair. Jolie's latest film, Without Blood, which she wrote and directed, is making its world premiere at the festival. The war drama, adapted from Alejandro Barrico's novel of the same name, centers on a young girl seeking revenge for the murders of her father and brother. TIFF also plans to toast Toronto filmmaker David Cronenberg with the Norman Jewison Career Achievement Award, Kate Blanchett with the Share Her Journey Groundbreaker Award, and Amy Adams with the Performers Prize at the Tribute Awards. TIFF's 49th edition is set for September 5th to 15. The hot, muggy weather is expected to continue in Toronto Tuesday, but it could be broken up by some showers later in the day. The city is expected to see a high of 31 Celsius Tuesday, but it will feel closer to 39 with the humidity. However, there's a 70% chance of showers or thunderstorms in the afternoon and a risk of a thunderstorm overnight. Today we will be another hot one, meteorologist Bill Coulter said, but this time we will have to contend with the risk of afternoon showers and storms. The bulk of the active weather will be north of the city this afternoon, but we are still looking at a 30 to 40% chance of something impacting the city proper. So keep your eyes on the skies if you are out enjoying the summer sun this afternoon. The high Wednesday is expected to go back to a more seasonal 25 Celsius and a humidex of 30. A high of 23 Celsius is expected on Thursday. Rain could return Friday when it's expected to be cloudy with a 60% chance of showers. A man was taken to hospital with critical injuries after an overnight shooting in North York that left a second man injured as well. It happened in the area of Shepherd Avenue West and Abraham Welsh Road, east of Western Road. Toronto police said gunfire rang out in the area at around 12:18 a.m. Toronto Paramedic Services said they transported one person to a trauma center with life-threatening injuries after officers located him with a gunshot wound. Police said the victim was taken into surgery and there's no update so far on his condition. The second victim sustained minor injuries and was assessed at the scene. Officers were spotted combing a plaza parking lot, cordoned off with yellow police tape early Tuesday morning. Multiple evidence markers were also visible on the ground. No arrests have been made in the shooting and no suspect description has been released so far. Thank you for tuning in. I'm Kubra Ali. I'll see you back tomorrow, same time, same channel. Until then, good night.